fifth grade. It is Mrs. Selby, and as you can see, I am outside because it is beautiful, and I wanted to teach grammar from a different perspective. So I have taken you outside today, which I'm hoping all of you are having a chance to go out and enjoy beautiful days like today. So if you could, open up your grammar books, just like I did. Here we are. And open it up to page 224. Yes, 224. We're going to read the Learn Together, which is right here. Make sure that you have a highlighter and then also a pencil. All right. So, who would like to read for me first? Let's see. Mackenzie. Would you like to read first? And then we'll move on to Ronan. Yes, you'll read the next bullet point. Boys and girls, I really wish I could hear your voices as we read along, but unfortunately, you're going to listen to mine. All right, so today's lesson is lesson 50, and we are going to be learning about commas in a series. I have a feeling that you boys and girls know all about commas. Those are those little itty-bitty marks that separate words. So let's read and learn, and then we'll practice together. Okay, a comma separates words or ideas in a sentence and tells the reader when to pause. Okay. So use commas to separate ideas in a series. A series is a list of 3 or more words or phrases. A conjunction such as and or is used before the last item. Do not use a comma after the last item. Word series, words in a series. Okay, so I went ahead and I wrote down our very first sentence. And if you notice, there are no commas in this sentence. The very first sentence is, we're going to a lake on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Did you notice that I paused after any words? Declan, did you notice any pauses? Where would you put commas? All right, so let me help you guys out. And in red, let's see, I'm hoping I'm doing this correctly. You know, boys and girls, I'm not very good at this, but here's my board, here's my sentence, and we're going to a lake on Friday, pause, Saturday, pause, and Sunday, period. Okay, so that's the very first sentence that they gave us as an example. The next one that they gave us as an example is, our cabin near the lake is small, pause, comfortable, pause, and inexpensive. My pauses, boys and girls, are going to be the commas. I might fish, pause, snorkel, pause, swim, pause, or sail over the weekend. Phrases in a series. So this is another section. Our family packs the van, pause, climbs in, pause, and drives north. So you don't just have to have a list of items that you put commas between. You can also have a list of phrases. All right. So boys and girls, I do want you to practice A and B. You do not need to do C or D, but I do want you to do the Google form for me. And the Google form is not anything that you will find in your book. It's something that I created, and it's something that I will collect as a grade to see if you actually understand. The Google form, though, is tricky. When you look at your answers, make sure that the commas are in the correct places, sorry, not spaces. And read your sentences carefully. Make sure your pauses are correct because it is multiple choice. There is, I believe, one fill in the blank. But have fun with this and best of luck. Welcome back. So we are going to do 2 different grammar lessons today because today we are not going to have any social studies. Yes, you heard me correctly. No social studies or studies weekly today at all. And the reason for that is because we have such a short week that I decided that we were not going, there was no need for that. No need for that extra stress. But instead, we are going to learn a lot about commas. So, open up your book to the next lesson, lesson 51 on more commas. Oops. All right, so if you could, please open up your book to page 228, lesson 51 on more commas. Let's read the learn together. There's going to be some words that you might not be familiar with, but I'm going to introduce them to you anyway, okay? So, your highlighters. Don't forget your highlighters and your pencils to complete A and B. Here are some more uses for commas. Use a comma to set off introductory words. Ooh, big word. Introductory words such as yes, no, or well. Now, I wrote this sentence out for you. Let's see if I can show it to you, the whole thing. Here we go. The very first, this is a sentence that uses that word yes, an introductory word. Yes, many serious problems face our planet. So where would we put that comma? You're right. Very, very good, Stella. You would put it right after yes. One second. You'd put it right after yes, right here, called the introductory words. Use a comma after an introductory word that shows feeling or emotion. That's an interjection. Okay, so now you've got the words hey, oh, hooray, wow, or ah. Those are interjection words, okay? So, wow, what a great idea for a holiday. Exclamation mark, of course, at the end. Don't forget correct punctuation now. We learned about that a few lessons back. So let's use a comma to set off a name of a person being spoken or addressed. A comma might come before or after, or both before and after, a noun of direct address. Today is Earth Day, Juan, okay? Or Juan, today is Earth Day. Or, did you know, Juan? And the comma is hugging your Juan. Did you know, Juan? Today is Earth Day. Now, why would it be hugging Juan? Okay, why? Because if you took out Juan, the sentence would read the exact same. Did you know that today is Earth Day? Okay, and you wouldn't even need what was in between those parentheses. Okay, now use a comma after an introductory so sorry introductory prepositional phrase. Across the world, comma, people celebrate Earth Day. We're going to see a few more of these in A. So you're going to use a comma also after a tag question added to the end of the sentence. So, people celebrate Earth Day in many ways. Instead of adding a period right after ways, you add a comma and you say, don't they? Because you're adding it and you're creating a question out of it. All right, so that's why it's called a tag question. You're changing that sentence into a question. People celebrate Earth Day in many ways. You could just put a period at the end, but you extended the sentence by placing that comma there and saying, don't they? Question mark. Okay, practice A. I'm going to do the first two with you. And if you don't understand, have your parent set up a time with me and we will chat. So number 1, well, actually, let me read you the directions. Read each sentence, write whether or not it's an introductory word, interjection, a noun of direct address, an introductory prepositional phrase, or a tag question. Okay, now, number 1, Mrs. Davis. Many people are worried about the planet Earth. What kind of sentence, or what kind of comma placement is that? So, Adriana, what would you place there on the blank? Give you guys a few minutes to figure that out. Look up at the learn. Make sure you look up at the learn. Now, because of the placement of the comma, Mrs. Davis, comma, it's going to be a noun of direct address. All right? Just like up there where it said Juan, comma, today is Earth Day. Same thing with Mrs. Davis, comma. Number 2. Actually, skip number 2 because I wrote out number 2 and gave you the answer right here. And that one was your introductory word, which is the yes, comma. So number 3, you have, oh, so many animals and plants are struggling to survive, exclamation mark. So make sure you look up in your learn, okay? And you've got the oh. So where do you see oh in your learn? Find it, find it, find it. So it's going to be an interjection. Very, very good. You see it in your learn, okay? In the interjection, which is right there. There's your O, okay? Number 4. In some countries, people don't have enough clean water. In some countries, comma, people don't have enough clean water. What would that be? Liam, can you help me out there? Think about it hard. You're correct. Introductory prepositional phrase. I'm very proud of you. All right, boys and girls, please continue on with A and B. Remember to do your Google form and submit it for me. Now, on your Google form, you are going to be doing multiple choice, but you're also going to have to fill in a sentence for a few. Make sure your sentence has the correct capitalization, correct placement of your comma, because it will mark you wrong if you do not have the sentence correct. And right now we are working on correct capitalization, punctuation, and comma placement. All right, boys and girls, best of luck to you. And again, if it's beautiful outside, make sure you're enjoying the day.